Hey, today I got to do a little bush hogging. I got one good news story. I got one failure and I got 2 disasters. So let's get started. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody that wished me a happy birthday last week. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the emails and the cards and all that stuff. And of course I didn't want to say on the video, but we had to go out of town. So we was out of town for a few days, and I appreciate everybody I seen when I was down at their church assembly. A lot of people watch it, and I appreciate y'all talking, tell me how they like the channel and all that. So hey, if you see me out in town or you see me anywhere, I don't care to talk to anybody. So you can just come up to me and talk. I don't care. So don't be bashful, even though I'm kind of bashful. I also want to thank my girls for doing the video for me last Wednesday. Give me another day off, and just to give you a little update, all the animals are fine. Everybody survived. I don't know if I liked them any better, but I think y'all liked them a little better. We got a little more views than usual, so we might start making them do all the videos. So anyway, I really appreciate it. I enjoy doing my animals and my chores, but everybody needs a break every now and then. So we kind of took a break, we're refreshed, and we're ready to hit it for the rest of the year. But I want to start doing a little bush hogging. I got to do a little bush hogging. I'm moving this flock of layers over in this area that I really want to work hard before the fall. And it's too high right now. I've let it get too high. I was thinking about doing a second cut in the hay, but this from right in here towards this railroad is just too much weeds. The other might be okay. I'm gonna look at it, but I don't know if I really need any, so I might just bush hog it. But anyway, I got to bush hog at least a little section so I can pull my chickens over in there, because we don't like they don't like the high grass all that much, and we don't like it either because it makes it a little, tough to service. So got my John Deere, got my 6-foot bush hog, so I'm gonna get this thing cranked up and do a little bush hogging, and when we do that, I'll show you some other stuff. I got it done. I did a little section here, and I know you're saying, won't you just do it all? But we got to start harvesting here in a few minutes. Haven't even done my chores yet, so I've got plus this will keep me for, I'm gonna zigzag it, so it'll keep me for a week or two. Of course, I've got the big coop coming down this way too, and it'll be down here. Then I got my other little one, it's going around the other way, the long way. So I'm gonna converge them all down in here, and I'm gonna wipe this out. If you can look back here, this is like 2 days I've left them. Let me show you this. So I did a little experiment. This is 2 days, that's 1 day. That's 3 days back there. And I think 3 days is too much, so I'm gonna start probably leaving them until it gets like this. And if I can get this whole thing looking like it, then I'll come in with my cutting hard, cut it up, and throw some seed down, some good grass seed. So I'm gonna use them to take her down. Because it's really weedy out there. And that part back there where I had them, I made a mistake, I think, during the winter last year, because I kept them all in that one area from here all the way back. I had some really good hay. Had pretty good hay down here, but I had really good hay back up in there. So I'll feed y'all in just a second. And so I'm probably not going to take them back in there. This whole section down here is what we're going to work. So anyway, I'm rambling. So we're going to bring the other ones down here. We're going to get this looking good. All right, let's ride over here. I'm going to show you some good news. All right, here's one of the disasters I wanted to talk about. You can look here and you just see bare dirt and weeds. I set 72 broccoli plants out in this area 2 weeks ago, and it lasted about 2 days. I come back and something ate every one of them. Every single one of them, 72 of them. So kind of disheartening. You know, I started them with my own seeds and everything, and come here and find them, and I got even a bigger disaster over there I want to talk about. But this right here is the butternut squash, and it's looking good. Look there, I got a bloom on it. Oh yeah, this is looking real good. So this is our first time growing this winter squash. I think it's called a mini butternut. So we're really looking forward to that. And I've got several plants of it. So I did 2 plantings of it, and this was the first, and I had some left over, and I put them in there. So I need to come down here and weed a little bit. Right here's one of my failures. I'm going to show you that. This sorghum, I don't know if I got gypped on the seed or what, but it's already going to seed. But usually it's what I've always done in the past has been 7 to 8 foot tall before it sets the seed. So this right here is 4 foot tall. So you know what you do, you cut it down, you let it sit for a day or 2, and it gets real sweet. You juice it, and then you cook it down. And of course we're out, and I hadn't had any in a couple of years, and stuff you buy, if they don't do it right, it's got like a real kind of a bitter taste to it, and if you do it right, it's got like a sweet earthy taste, and that's what we like. So this right here is a failure. It's not even going to be worth juicing. I mean, I might live with it a while and cut it down and try it and see how it does, but kind of disheartening. So got one more thing I want to talk to y'all about. All right, the Friday before we left, or it might have been Thursday evening, I come down here and check. Now I had cantaloupe. You see all this bare dirt? I had 18 cantaloupe here, and they were big, starting to run, had blooms on them and everything. And I come back into town, come down here and look, and they're all gone. So something's come down here. Right here, you can see where one's planted right here. I mean, they're all gone. I was so disheartened. So we're not going to have any cantaloupe this year. Bad thing about it is the seeds are really expensive. So the variety I grow, the Thunderstruck, and they're really expensive. So I lost quite a bit of money here, just in seed and plants. So, you know, what do you do? But Thunderstruck, the reason I pay for that is because they stay like one color. When it ripens, it changes another color. So there's no guesswork on when to pick it. We've grown some other kind, and you either pick them too early or you pick them too late, and they don't last long. So that's why I went with this Thunderstruck. But I got a couple of good watermelons up here. Let's walk up here real quick, and we'll look at those real fast. So I'm up here in my watermelon. I'm up here in my watermelon patch, and gosh, it's getting weedy. I didn't realize it was weedy, but right here's a beaut. I've got them all up through here, and I got to be careful. Right there's one, right over there's one, there's one. These down in here are sugar babies. And then I had some crimson sweet up there. I'll go show you those, and I got some Charleston gray. So let's go up there. I seen one out here in the aisle last night. About stepped on it. It's right here. I mean, they're in there thick. So that's one bright spot. We're gonna have watermelon, because I love watermelon. Here's a good one. Let me see if I can find a crimson. You can tell by the different pattern. of the that's a sugar baby. And I just seen a bunch last night. And right here's them Charleston gray. Oh, about stepped on one of them. And that's like a big, the old-timey, big, long, slender watermelon. Well, now I'm kind of worried about my crimson sweets. I'm pretty sure that's a, yeah, that's one right there. So I found that one. I think they're in there. They're hard to see when it's bright out like this. So. Okay, we'll be at the Peerless Road Farmers Market in the morning. I think they're at not down in the lower part, they're in the upper part. So we haven't been up there yet, so we're gonna try it out and see how it works out. We should have just about everything. We're a little slow on, we'll be a little low on cucumbers this week because of, we got screwed up because it came a big rain while we was gone and a bunch of them flushed out, so, or got big, so we can't sell those. So we'll be a little low on cucumbers. I think everything else is looking pretty good, so we'll see you in the morning at the Peerless Road Farmers Market, and hope it's a little cooler. Appreciate y'all watching. Hey, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, support your local farmer. Come to the Peerless Road Farmers Market. In the morning, we'll be there. See you down in the farm next video.